Shizen773. Thank you so much for checking out my video. For those checking out my video for the first time, I just want to say welcome in. Thank you so much for viewing my video. If you can like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, I would truly appreciate it. For those that have been here the whole time and all my new subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for your likes, for your comments. They truly do go a long way. This one is part 2 of my part 1 series. I will link my part 1 series up above here, so you can check that out if you want to. But part 2, we're going to start off with a bang. So this one's going to be from Spirit of Dubai, and I picked up Roeya. So Roeya comes in this beautiful box. This one is orange. So I have, I think, 6 from the brand total. This one is number 7, but this one is so nice. I love the way it smells. I love the way the bottle looks as well. This one includes the notes of Cashmeran, Neroli, Mandarin Orange and Tuberose up top. Then in the mid, you're going to get Jasmine Sambac, Orange Blossom, Papyrus and Saffron. And then in the base, you're going to get Agarwood, which is oud. Then you're going to get Fir, Ambrette, and then also Ambergris. So what does this fragrance smell like? And again, before I do that, I just want you to look at the bottle. The presentation of Spirit of Dubai's fragrances are just so nice. The fragrance itself, I think, is so beautiful. This one is very mossy. It kind of has a bit of this mossy vibe that has like a bit of orange. It's kind of green as well. I think this one is definitely a summer banger more than anything. So if you're in weather that's anywhere between like 50 degrees to 75, I think this one is great. At first you're gonna get, like I said before, it's kind of like this mossiness. It almost has like a little bit of sparkliness to it. There is the sweetness as well, so the orange is playing a role along with the neroli. The floral notes that are in here are really nice. The oud, you don't really smell that much at all. But this one then starts to change on skin as you continuously wear it. So that saffron and the papyrus start to really mix and play a role in the way that this fragrance smells overall. But to me, this one is a very beautiful fragrance. I don't think it's better than some of the other fragrances in the line. Some of the other fragrances in the line are just absolutely ridiculous in how they smell to me on my skin because of the sweetness. But this one is definitely a spring banger. If I were to rate this, I would probably rate this around like a 7.5 out of 10 total. I do enjoy it. It lasts a long time. It smells great, but it's not like I said before, there are some that are better in the fragrance line that I would jump on or gravitate towards more. But again, this one is Roeya. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is from the fragrance line Black Cliff. So I wanted this fragrance for the longest time, and this one is Immanence. So Immanence comes in this box where you pull it apart. If you've never seen any of the presentations for Black Cliff, and then you will lift this open and then you can see everything that's in there. And what makes Black Cliff cool is that what you see here is kind of cool as well, so you can see how much juice you have in the rock itself. So this one to me is a beautiful fragrance. This one has it's kind of similar to the way that the other one smelled to me, which was kind of like Roeya, but a little bit different. So you're getting bergamot, black pepper, ginger, sweet smoke, ELEMI, pineapple, sugarcane, brandy, lavender, Egyptian jasmine, papyrus, galbanum, amber, ambergris, GUAIACWOod, AMYRIS, sandalwood, labdanum, musk, civet, atlas cedar, and cashmeran. Those are all the notes. I think as I smell this again, that's right. This reminds me of what Mr. Pink would smell like if you mixed a little bit of papyrus, if you calm down the there's like a peppery, smoky note in Mr. Pink, where this one will calm that down a bit. This one smells very nice, very regal, sweet. It's not playful. I would say this is probably geared towards somebody who's maybe in their 30s, not late 30s, but I would say early 30s. This one is a pretty nice fragrance overall. I think you can dress this one up a bit. I wouldn't say that this is for this isn't like black tie or anything like that, but work appropriate, yes. You could choke out the room, so be careful with your sprays with this fragrance. This one can get nuclear, and overall, like I said, the bottle design on these are just beautiful. I'm very interested to see what they're going to come up with next, but if you're looking for something that is very artisanal, something that you're not going to find on like anywhere, or you're not going to have a whole bunch of people smelling like you, this is definitely a fragrance that you want to maybe look for or test out. Try these before you buy them. Again, you can get these at Perfumology, Max Aroma. There's a lot of them. Lucky Scents has these as well, but definitely try before you buy any of these. But again, this one is Immanence from Blackcliff. The next two fragrances are from an Italian brand. Again, I was talking to a buddy of mine. His name is Cordell. At some point, I'm trying to push him to do videos because this man knows a lot about fragrances. Just tries to hide from the camera, but we're gonna get you on camera, brother. It's gonna happen. But this is from Lorenzo Pazzaglia, and this one is called Cherry Ink. This cherry fragrance is one of the best that I've smelled in a very, very long time. This beats all of your Tom Fords, all of your other niche cherry fragrances. This one has cherry, sour cherry, almond, rum, black pepper, and bergamot. Then you're gonna get ink, red wine, myrrh, Damask and rose, jasmine, cinnamon, mimosa, lily of the valley, and then in the base you're gonna get benzoin, vanilla, tonka bean, musk, patchouli, amber, precious woods, and agarwood oud. This fragrance to me is so good. When I tell you that I purely enjoy wearing this one, I could spray this in the room and just love to smell it overall. This starts off with a little bit of that sweet cherry and sour. So you're getting kind of this sweet and sour type of vibe from this. And then the nuttiness of the almond starts to kick in, and you get a little bit of a booziness. It mixes so well with the black pepper. but you're getting rose. I smell a bit of that cinnamon. It's not overly strong or complicated. This one is pure perfection in a bottle. I love the way this fragrance smells. If I'm not mistaken, this was a bit higher on the price. I think this was in like maybe this was like in the 2s for sure for 50 ml, like 2s close to 3, but I can't remember what I paid for this. It's been a while since I purchased this one, but again, this one is Cherry Ink. The next one from the brand that I want to talk about is one that the owner from Dapper Fragrances suggested to me. He said this one is out of this world. So Travis, thank you for telling me about this one. This one is Arctic Sea. Arctic Sea has sea notes. It's ozonic, bergamot, wormwood, orange blossom, green notes, yuzu, pink grapefruit, citron, mandarin orange, pink pepper, lime, more sea notes in the mid, and you're also getting salty notes in the base, ambergris, seaweed, oak moss, woods, patchouli. It has almost everything. Fig, so many different notes that are in here. But this one looks similar to the other one, except it has like the blueness, and the blue that you're seeing here is what you smell on this fragrance. So as I spray this one, and these are both extracts as well, but this one is so beautiful. When I say you're getting a saltiness, you're getting green notes, as it said before, it's like you're almost smelling like you're walking by the sea and the wind is blowing, and you're getting the sweetness that's coming off of the ocean with the saltiness, and it's just green. It kind of gives you chills a bit when you first smell this one, at least for me. I love the way this smells on skin, and like I said before, this one is super nuclear, so I have to be very careful about my sprays. If I'm going to work, 2 to 3 tops, 3 maybe overdoing it, but this one lasts all day long. You're getting wafts of it. It's constantly trailing you. Again, this one is absolutely one of my favorites as well. This one is Arctic Sea. Another one from that brand though, that was kind of on my list is Black Sea. I like Black Sea as well, but I think Arctic Sea, and if I was going to suggest 2 fragrances from that line, I would definitely suggest the Cherry Ink and the Arctic Sea. I think both of the fragrances overall are just absolutely incredible. Something that will kind of keep your mind going and wanting to test out all of the fragrances. But going to the next house. This house is a Chicago brand house, and I just wanted to make sure that I gave it its justice. Shout out to Loeya. He's been super busy. We were supposed to actually meet up, but this is from Tomovici, and this one is Zenobia. So if you haven't heard of Tomovici's fragrances before, Tomovici is new on the scene, has such a beautiful brand. Right now, this is the 3rd fragrance from the line, and this is the way the fragrance comes and looks. This is so beautiful. The unboxing of this one totally like shocked me at how much he put into the bottle, the design, and it's really, really good. And the juice itself is absolutely amazing. Just as amazing as this bottle. This bottle is fully gold. The cap stays on. I had some cap issues with one of the other fragrances that I had, but reached out to him and he quickly, you know, sent me out a cap and everything. But this fragrance has top notes of orange blossom, black currant, then in the mid you're gonna get Turkish rose, orchid, Madagascar vanilla, and jasmine. And then finally in the base you're gonna get leather, amber, cedarwood, saffron, and oud. Let me tell you that this fragrance smells so good on. It smells so regal, so rich. It kind of reminds me a little bit of what I smelled when I first smelled Mula Mula. It has a bit of that same sweetness and longevity, but this one is very, very magical. It has like a bit of this ambery vibe. It's very sweet. I smell the vanilla. I smell the rose in this as well. So it's very vanilla rose heavy. Like I said before, very sweet, not overly sweet, but something that I absolutely love putting on. There's also another fragrance that I've smelled before that has like a little bit of a similarity, but it's not the same, and that one is Euonia. That one is from Maison de Darius. I smelled that one some years back, and I really enjoyed that fragrance, but I think this really cleans all of that up. So I thought that there was a slight bit of wildness to the fragrance, not too much. I loved Euonia, but this one takes the cake of that one. Zenobia is one of those fragrances that you should definitely get your nose on. I think for both men and women, this one is so beautiful. I have no fragrances on today, so I'm gonna put this one on, I think, as my scent of the day. This one is just absolutely amazing. Beautiful to smell on skin. Again, get your nose on this one, Zenobia. The final fragrance that I want to talk about is from Louis Vuitton, and this one is Pacific Chill. So I picked this one up when it first came out, and when I smelled it, and this was like towards the, I think it was the end of spring and the summertime, but this one just wowed me immensely because it reminded me so much of Afternoon Swim with a little bit of mint in it. So if you've never smelled this one, this is like, it's like musky, pungent, but sweet and beautiful. It kind of has this thing where it in my mind and in my nose, it's just like doing this. It's massaging my nose. This is just beautiful. So this one includes the notes of orange, citron, lemon, mint, blackcurrant, and coriander. Then you're gonna get apricot, basil, carrot seeds, and May rose. And then the base, it's gonna be dates, fig, and ambrette. This fragrance is just magical. This is magical on. So I do a lot of mixing anyway, so I'm just gonna put this one on this arm. This one is so good. Every time I smell it, it gives me a calmness. It's relaxing. It's beautiful. The mint that's in here is so clean. The mixture of the citron and the mint. If I were to ever make a fragrance, I would love it to have citron and mint because of the way that this one smells. This one is absolutely amazing. Longevity is pretty good, I think, for this type of fragrance. So this would be kind of like that summer fragrance that you would wear. And like I said, this came out in the summertime. I remember this one lasting about 6 hours on skin I could smell it throughout that time. So it's not overly nuclear where Zenobia sits on your skin. It projects very far and very wide. I'd say for like an hour and a half or something like that. But then it sits a little bit towards arm's length for about 8 to 9 hours. Around the 10 hour, it's a little bit closer to skin scent, where this one projects very, very loud for about a good, I'd say like hour, and then it gets a little bit closer. You definitely do get the sillage in there, but I do get about 6 hours. I think on my clothes I could smell it a bit longer, so I would get like 6 to 8 hours, but I don't think a lot of fragrances have to last that long if you have a larger collection. But this one is very beautiful. I do know that Dapper Fragrances, I believe, has this fragrance, and they've amped that longevity for this one, so you're gonna get that 8 to 10 hours from Dapper Fragrances on this fragrance. But go check Pacific Chill out. This one is beautiful. I love it. It smells so great. Thank you all so much again for viewing my video. I will be coming out with more videos. That was only, I think, maybe like 16 fragrances total that I've spoken about out of the like almost 50 fragrances that I picked up. But we will definitely be back here again. Have yourself a blessed day and take care.